Hi, kindergarten. Are you ready for work time? Okay, let's start with our poems on Friday. We do poem books, right? So you're going to circle your sight words and the letter R. Okay, kindergarten, let's read our poem one last time for today. Ready? Recycle. We recycle what we use, separate things, and you should too. Glass and paper, plastic, tin, go in your recycling bin. We must start now. We can't wait. Quick or it will be too late. Kindergarten, tin is like cans, like the aluminum cans, right? So that's what they mean by tin. Just metal. Metal can get recycled too. Okay, kindergarten. So we have a couple things to do today. So you're going to do your poem book, right? So you're going to You're going to circle your R's and your sight words. We also have a weekly reader. Mrs. Castellano. Oh, here it is. You need this weekly reader. Do you see it? Okay, let's take a look. You're going to circle your sight words in the R. You don't circle your R's, your sight words, kindergarten. Okay, ready? Don't be a litter bug. What is a litter bug? A litter bug is someone who throws trash on the ground. Kindergarten, if we all threw trash on the ground all the time, the world would be a very messy place to live in. This crab needs a clean home. Stop littering. Litter bug. So, the crab lives on the seashore. So, look, there you go. You see the litter? This deer needs a clean home. Stop littering. Litter bug. Look here at the trash. The deer lives in the forest. This, what do you think that says? Frog needs a clean home. Stop littering. Litter bugs. There's a bottle. Frog lives in a pond. This sea turtle needs a clean home. Stop littering. Litter bugs. The sea turtle lives in the ocean. So often what happens with bags is a plastic bag. When they're in the water, they look like jellyfish. And the turtles are eating the bags because they think they're jellyfish. Because sea turtles eat jellyfish. There's glass. This squirrel needs a clean home. Stop littering, litter bugs. The squirrel lives in a park. So look at the trash. Do you remember yesterday when we read the book, What Matters? And the little boy just picked up one can and it mattered to a lot of things. This lizard needs a clean home. Stop littering, litter bugs. A lizard lives in the desert. More trash there. These kids need a clean playground. Stop littering, litter bugs. Ooh, do you want to go to the playground and play in trash, kindergarten? Not me. So circle your sight words in your weekly reader. Okay? And we're on to math. Okay, kindergarten, we're doing page 125 today. So Mrs. Castellano is going to take a big chunk. A big chunk. A big chunk. Okay, kindergarten. We're changing. Look, it says up here, addition and subtraction. So that means like, look, this girl must be doing addition because she's walking this way, and he's doing subtraction because he's walking backwards. Because adding is making the number larger, and subtraction is making the numbers smaller. Okay. So kindergarten, let's take a look here. Let's take a look. We have all these monkeys on the branch. I'm sorry, we're doing 127 today, kindergarten. So look, this monkey's coming to the branch. He's adding, and he's going away. That's subtracting, right? So there's a difference. And the main difference is we're just doing this page today, 127. We're looking at this symbol here, right? Because we know when we see this sign, the addition sign, we are putting the groups together. And we know when we see the subtraction sign, the minus sign, we are taking it away. So here I have 3 bunnies. Ready? Well, I have 3. 3 plus 4. So here's 3. We can use these bunnies up here. 1, 2, 3. And there's 1, 2, 3, 4. So we can add them together. You need to count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Right? And here we have 7. So there's 7 bunnies there. We know that, right? There's 7. We need to take away 4. So if I have 7, I'm not going to mark them up. Can you see? You can't see. Sorry, kindergarten. I'm not going to mark them up because I'm going to use them for all of the equations above the line. So I don't want to start marking them up, but 7, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I counted 7. I'm going to take away 4. I'm going to cover 4. I'm going to pretend to cover 4. I'll just cover 4. How many bunnies are left up here? 1, 2, 3. Ready? And so you're going to do the same thing here. Look, add the 4 bunnies. 1, 2, 3, 4, plus the 3 bunnies. And then you have the 7 bunnies. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Take away 3. I'm going to cover the 3. How many bunnies are left? Okay, see if you can figure this out. Make sure you're looking for the signs, kindergarten. This is very important because this sign in the middle tells you whether you're putting the groups together or you're taking something away. Okay, so it's very important that you look at these signs. But you're big kindergarten boys and girls, so you'll know now that when I see this sign, I'm going to put the groups together, and when I see this sign, I'm taking that many away from the whole. Okay, so page 127 today, kindergarten. Kindergarten, Mrs. Castellano wants to start reading you another chapter book because I really just miss reading to you guys, and I love that you guys. So I read this book every year. It's called The Fantastic Mr. Fox. Okay, so here we go. Fantastic. You guys know this story, The Fantastic Mr. Fox? It's by Ronald Dahl, and he wrote lots of other books. You guys might know some of them. He wrote Charlie and the Chocolate Factory. He wrote George's Marvelous Medicine. He wrote James and the Giant Peach. He wrote Matilda. He wrote just all the witches, just all kinds of books. And they're fun and they're funny. So this is the table of contents. Come here and look. And it shows us all the chapters and it tells us what page. So we're going to start with chapter 1. It's called The 3 Farmers. Fantastic Mr. Fox. And I'll show you. Remember, there's not very many pictures in chapter books, but this is a picture. So these are 3 farmers. I want you to notice one is a little bit rounder, one's a little bit shorter, and one's tall and skinny. Okay? So now we're going to introduce them. Down in the valley, there were 3 farms. The owner of these farms had done well. They were rich men. They were also nasty men. Do you know what nasty means? Not kind. All 3 of them were about as nasty and mean as any men you could meet. Their names were Farmer Bogus, Farmer Bunce, and Farmer Bean. Bogus was a chicken farmer. He kept thousands of chickens. He was enormously fat. This was because he ate 3 boiled chickens smothered with dumplings every day for breakfast, lunch, and supper. So here's a picture. Bunce was a duck and goose farmer. He kept thousands of ducks and geese. He was a kind, pot-bellied dwarf. He was so short his chin would have been underwater at the shallow end of any swimming pool in the world. His food was donuts and goose livers. He mashed the livers into disgusting paste and then stuffed the paste into the donuts. This diet gave him a tummy ache and a beastly temper. There it is, making his liver-stuffed donuts. Yuck. Bean was a turkey and apple farmer. He kept thousands of turkeys in an orchard full of apple trees. He never ate any food at all. Instead, he drank gallons and gallons of cider, strong cider, which made from the apples in his orchard. He was as thin as a pencil and the cleverest of them all. Do you guys know what clever means? Smart. He was the smartest of all. Bogus and Bunce and Bean, one fat, one short, one lean. These horrible crooks, so different in looks, were nonetheless equally mean. This is what the children around used to sing when they saw them. So let's try that again. Ready? Bogus and Bunce and Bean. One fat, one short, one lean. These horrible crooks, so different in looks, were none of the less equally mean. So kindergarten, that is the first chapter. So here's B. So that's the first chapter, kindergarten. Should I keep going? Should I read another chapter? I might as well read 2 chapters. The next one's called Mr. Fox. So these chapters are introducing our characters. So now we know we have the 3 farmers, and now we're going to meet Mr. Fox. On a hill above the valley where there was a wood, and in the wood there was a huge tree. Under the tree there was a hole. In the hole lived Mr. Fox and Mrs. Fox, and their 4 small foxes. Every evening, as soon as it got dark, Mr. Fox would say to Mrs. Fox, "Well, my darling, what shall it be this time? A plump chicken from Bogus, a duck or a goose from Bunce, or a nice turkey from Bean?" And when Mrs. Fox had told him what she wanted, Mr. Fox would creep down into the valley and into the darkness of the night and help himself. Bogus and Bunce and Bean knew very well what was going on, and it made them wild with rage. They were not men who liked to give anything away. Less still, they did not like anything to be stolen from them. So every night, each of them would take a shotgun and hide in a dark place somewhere on his own farm, hoping to catch the robber. But Mr. Fox was too clever for them. He always approached a farm with the wind blowing in his face, and this meant if any of the men were lurking in the shadows ahead, the wind would carry the smell of the man to Mr. Fox's nose, far away. Thus, Mr. Bogus was hiding behind the chicken house. Number 1, Mr. Fox could smell him out from 50 yards and quickly changed directions, heading to chicken house number 4 at the other end of the farm. "Dang blast those lousy beasts!" cried Bogus. "I'd like to rip their guts out," said Bunce. "He must go," said Bean. "But how?" said Bogus. "How on earth can we catch that blugger?" Bean picked up his nose delicately from a long finger. "I have a plan." "You've never had a decent plan," said Bunce. "Be quiet and listen," said Bean. "Tomorrow night we shall all hide out in different holes where the fox lives. We will wait there until he comes out, and then bang, 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 bang." "Very clever," said Bunce. "But first we shall have to find the hole." "My dear Bunce, I've already found it," said crafty Bean. "It's up in the woods on the hill. It's under the huge tree." That's the end of chapter 2, kindergarten. Can you believe so chapter 3? I will start reading on Monday. Okay, I need a bookmark. Mrs. Castellano is going to use a Post-it. Okay, kindergarten, I hope you're going to enjoy this book as much as I enjoy this book. Fantastic Mr. Fox. Okay, kindergarten, I hope you have a wonderful weekend. I love you, and I'll see you on Marvelous Monday. It's going to be a different kind of week next week. Okay, so we're going to learn about Canada, the United States, and Mexico. Do you guys know where those are? Maybe you could look at a map this weekend. Okay, bye, kindergarten.